Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for some more World Lacrosse Super Sixes action live on BC Sports TV. It's Tino Farah, your voice for this one, and it is the Canadian women taking on the Haudenosaunee women. A scramble play off the draw goes into the defensive end for Team Canada. And they will take possession and get into the offensive zone. As Evans goes down to the corner. Now over to the far side. Quick motion here for Canada after taking down Great Britain a couple of games ago. Looking to improve to 2-0 on day number 1 of the World Lacrosse Super Sixes. And the Haudenosaunee looking for their first win here. And the pass goes in front. Shot stopped by the goaltender. One shot, one save now. And Canada looks to counter the other way. They're going to draw a penalty, take a shot as well that goes off the post. And it'll ricochet back towards the center line. Kept. So no having to go back into their defensive zone. And as soon as the Haudenosaunee collect here, they will go short-handed. Pass over to the righties to go to work. Spinning back, MacArthur. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Switches hands, drives with the shot. That'll be stopped, and I believe it is Paige Crandall in net for the Haudenosaunee. She makes her first save, and that will send Canada to the power play. So our first chance to see the Canadian power play in this game. And they will send it to the far side first. Now Evans. She's playing pass around the perimeter. Return feed as she drives, shoots, and another save. Canada gets the reset. Down to the crease with the pass. Shot, another save. Make it 3 straight. As Paige Crandall gets in front and lobs one towards the center line. Quick work in transition now for the Haudenosaunee. So Onger back in net for Team Canada as she allows the first goal of the game. Haudenosaunee go up 1-0 early. And still in the power play are the Canadians looking to get things back to even. Pass was just off the mark. Now back to even strength. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Shot and scores, tied at 1. Once again, Canada finally finds a way to beat Crandall. And they might get another chance here as the errant pass goes out of play. And Canada will take possession right back. MacArthur passed through. Evans couldn't get it on goal. Haudenosaunee caused a turnover. And that'll go out of play. Is there a penalty there as well? And I believe there will be as Evans takes a seat, and the Haudenosaunee will go to the power play for the first time in this game. Perimeter work early with the extra attacker. Lefty's going to go to work. Back to the point. Pass down low, and there'll be a moving screen going against the Haudenosaunee, giving possession back to Canada, still shorthanded. Now back to even strength. We will go. Canada maintaining possession halfway through the shot clock. It's Dobson from distance. Quick pass to Jenkins. Dobson again down low to the corner. 5 to shoot now. Trying to tuck one through, but Crandall denying the shot. Canada gets the loose ball. Fresh 30 to work with. Alexis Jenkins with a late change. She'll head off. MacArthur. Pass over to the far side was just off the mark. Evans will collect. Fake pass, switches hands. Gets her hands free and sends a pass across. Shot was denied by the goaltender and kept in her crease. Now another penalty coming up against the Haudenosaunee. I believe it's going to be Jalen Jimerson making the march towards the chair, and Canada unsuccessful on their last power play a couple of moments ago. Will get another opportunity to grab their first lead of the game, tied up at 1. Quick delay while we get the penalty situation sorted out. But it looks like that problem is solved and we are ready to get back underway, which we will do so now. Canada, 2 straight power plays. Still looking for their first power play marker. Does Evans have one? She'll send one over to the far side, back to the middle. Evans will chase it down and keep it alive halfway through the shot clock. Full head of steam, she'll shoot, and she will be denied. Crandall makes another save, and there is another penalty coming up to the Haudenosaunee, so they'll go down 2 women here, and Dobson will start off the possession. Evans backpedaling her way down, shot, another save. Crandall. An incredible start to this game for the netminder for the Haudenosaunee, and she lobs one down to the opposite goaltender, but it's kicked home, or batted home, I should say, and the Haudenosaunee shorthanded by 2. Go back up by 1, but a fast break opportunity, a 2-on-0 shot, scores. Tied up once again. Back-to-back goals in this one, and Canada will be registered with 1 power play goal, but we are now back to even strength. Late change for the Haudenosaunee. 10 seconds still on the shot clock. Canadian defenders, a good job here keeping the Haudenosaunee to the outside. That pass attempted to go through, but blocked, and Dobson will chase it down. 3 more seconds to get over the center line. Lobbed forward, and that's going to be a 10-second count due to the pressure of the Haudenosaunee. Now a chance to reclaim that 1-goal lead that they've had twice in this game so far. Shot stopped. Unger lobs that forward. A swinging stick is going to draw another penalty against the Haudenosaunee. Canada able to get possession. MacArthur over to the far side. Down to the corner. MacArthur with it again. 7 to shoot. Trying to get her hands free. Drops one to the outside. Got to get something towards the goal. They can't in time, and they will keep possession, however, as they're going to go on to the power play in the late stages of the opening quarter. So Canada's going to call a timeout, and when we return, we will have the final few moments of the opening quarter and Canada will go to work on the power play. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, and welcome back to another Canadian power play coming out of the timeout. It's Dobson over to Evans, shot, and that goes just wide. Now Crandall lobs one all the way down towards the Canadian netminder. As Unger leaves for a defender to clear the defensive zone. Canada looking for their first lead. Still on the power play. Evans over to the far side, now drives through. MacArthur gets the pass, down to the crease. Fake shot, back to MacArthur. Defended well by the Haudenosaunee. Shot and another save by Crandall. Pass goes up, and that will bring us to the conclusion of the opening quarter. It's Canada 2, it's the Haudenosaunee 2, and we have second quarter action coming right up after this. Welcome back to the action, and welcome back to Percy Perry Stadium. And of course, welcome back to BC Sports TV. Tino Farah here, your voice in this women's matchup at the World Lacrosse Super Sixes between Canada and the Haudenosaunee. Deadlocked here at 2. And the Haudenosaunee are going to get the first possession of the second quarter. Canada unable to keep that one in play. We're seeing a battle between two goaltenders, at the very least through the opening quarter, of Paige Crandall and Saskia Unger. Some incredible saves between the two netminders from their respective creases, and Unger might have to make another one here as Haudenosaunee will keep possession. Close towards the center line, kept in play though and kept alive. What an effort, and the pass goes to the near side. Can they take advantage now? A bounce shot goes off the post. beat the goaltender, but not her best friend. Now a turnover caused by the Canadian defender. Stretch feed looking for MacArthur, taken away as that found Paige Crandall in between the pipes instead. And another pass off the mark as bodies collide. And that's going to be possession Haudenosaunee. False start, so they'll redo that. But able to keep possession instead. That shot stopped. And they get their own rebound and a fresh 30 to boot. Kick to the perimeter. Now far side feed. Shot looking 5-hole, and Onger got a stick on it. Here's Evans. Off to the races, scores. Canada finds their first lead of the game as the deadlock is finally broken. All of a sudden, the Haudenosaunee trail for the first time in this game and look for an answer back. Shot, scores, there is the answer. Both these teams going shot for shot, save for save, it feels like, up until these last couple of moments. Now Dobson over to the trailer. Gaspar dishes. Drives off ball, finds its way over to MacArthur. Spinning, shooting, scoring. She took a high stick but scored for her efforts. And a penalty on the play as well. What an effort by Skylar MacArthur. She span and shot all in one motion and took a high stick as well. And she'll get a well-deserved breather on the sidelines as her team gets another power play opportunity. Evans to Dobson, down low to the crease. Pass looking for Dobson again was knocked loose. Fawn Porter is going to lob one forward. Sierra Cockerill tries to chase it down and eventually will do so. Tries to rip one home. That goes off the outside of the post and well out of play. But the Haudenosaunee will keep possession. Allison Trice skips one far side. Parks herself in the middle off ball. Now to the perimeter. She wants it back. They shoot instead, and Onger got a stick on it. No rebound, so she'll send one quickly up. Knocked loose. MacArthur couldn't handle it. Here come the Haudenosaunee. Still down a woman. Low shot, low goal. And once again, we're tied up 4-4 in quarter number 2. Canada back over the center line. Alexis Jenkins. Pass goes over to the far side. Bounce shot, wide, cleanly out of play. Possession Haudenosaunee. Crandall. Pressure from the Canadians, but the Haudenosaunee do a good job to break free of that into the offensive zone. Still just under 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Now a penalty coming up to Canada. Haudenosaunee will get an opportunity with the extra attacker to go in front for the first time since the midway mark of the opening quarter. They've been shorthanded for much of this game to this point, but now find themselves on the power play. Coulon sends it back over to the far side. Reaching and collecting, Jalen Jimerson. Pass through to the middle, shot stopped as Onger deflects that one out of play. Possession Haudenosaunee and a fresh 30. Far side feed, shot scores just under the bar. The Haudenosaunee go back up by 1. Canadians looking for an answer. That one Out of the reach of the intended target, taken away by the netminder, but Canada picks off the stretch pass back into the offensive zone. Pace starting to pick up here, and that pass hits the shin of a defender. Haudenosaunee clears. Chance to double up now. Trying to avoid going 0-2 through day number 1 of these World Lacrosse Super Sixes. Are the Haudenosaunee pass through. Shot wide. Canada will take possession. And it will be Kylie Dobson. And she wants to head off for a change. She'll dish and do exactly that now. Canada will try to tie the game here. Near side feed. Gasper skips one, deflected. And Chivari will start off with 24 seconds on the shot clock by the time that was blown in. Deflected off of a Haudenosaunee stick. Drive, shot, and tie game once again. Kendall Polak. Good job to split a couple of defenders, keeping possession. Halfway through the shot clock. Fallen defender, pass goes to the outside, shot goes wide. In the late stages of the first half. And Canada's going to redo that first pass as the goaltender launched it before she had stepped back into play. Now her second attempt was just off the mark. Here's Kylie Dobson down to the corner. Taken to X. Blind shot, scores. Canada back in front now. 6-5 they lead. As we near the conclusion of the first half, pass through the middle. Haudenosaunee looking to tie things up, and another shot goes wide. That's 2 straight possessions for the Haudenosaunee, where they give it up due to a shot off the mark. Canada a chance to find their largest lead of the game now. It has been a back and forth affair. Even Canada's first game against Great Britain earlier today was much like this as well. Great Britain actually had the lead for much of it until Canada stormed back and ended up winning 13-12, I believe, was the final score. Pass through, backhand shot sent wide once again. What a chance that was for the Haudenosaunee to tie it. But Canada again will start off from their defensive zone. .20 seconds remain on the shot clock. Dobson slowing things down. Stick checked, ball knocked loose. Canada's got to get back for a defensive shift. Evans slows down the Haudenosaunee player who was looking to go in alone. And Canada keeping after it. Haudenosaunee now will collect. Pass through, knocked down. And I believe we have a penalty on the play, and it will go to Canada. What do you think, Kevin? If you had to guess, how much time do you think we got left? 20 seconds? All right. Roughly 20 seconds remaining until halftime here. Quick shot. Stopped by the goaltender, and yeah, what do you know? 20 seconds, 5 seconds. Who's to say, but we can confirm the conclusion of 2 quarters. Canada in front, 6-5, and when we return We will bring you second half action. Thanks for joining us on BC Sports TV. You're watching the World Lacrosse Super Sixes live from Coquitlam. Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. World Lacrosse Super Sixes in our second to last game of day number 1. Going down in the women's division, it's Canada versus Haudenosaunee, and Canada leading by 1 through 2 quarters of action. Erica Evans dancing her way through a couple of defenders, still shorthanded. Good effort here to go towards the goal. And she's going to draw an interference call as well. Keep possession in favor of Team Canada, who now go back to even strength. Canadians will swing possession over to the righties. Blind shovel shot goes well wide, launched out of play, and the goaltender, Paige Crandall, will step out. Look out, though, a little bit of pressure here from the Canadians on the forecheck. Lob feed goes up. Polak chases it down. Her pass deflected, but Haudenosaunee will keep. Another deflected pass. It's Maya Mitchell. Knocks it loose. Finds it herself. Skips one over. Another bobbled pass here from the Haudenosaunee just with 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Pass underneath. Shot scores. Tie game once again. Even at 6. A last-second shot right before the shot clock expired. Team Canada, quick work of their transition. And they'll get a late change facilitated now as well. Dobson to the near side. Martinez. As Elaine puts it off the post. Crandall not going to be registered with a save, but her post will get some more work. And a turnover here is knocked down pass. Canada's going to keep possession. And they'll get a full 30 as the official call will be the 10-second count. Canada looking for that 1-goal lead again. Not going to find it as that one goes cleanly out of play. Paige Crandall will again start from behind her net. And there's the pressure from the Canadians here. Full press over center. Long feed from the goaltender goes up and caught on the run. Pass to the middle. Shot. No, unable to get anything towards the goal. Great recovery by Erica Evans. And she's actually going to take a penalty here, I believe. And there is an injured Haudenosaunee player down. May have been Jalen Jimerson. Going to be joined by a trainer and her teammates. She gets back to her feet under her own power, which is certainly a good sign, but now will head off as her team goes to the power play, trying to reclaim that 1-goal lead that they had through much of the opening quarter. So it's not Jimerson because she's going to start off possession now. So it actually might be Fawn Porter. Regardless, Haudenosaunee possession. Shot scores. Quick work on the power play. And they go back up by 1. Now Canada trails. And a chance to tie the game here. Still shorthanded. MacArthur switches hands and sends it behind the net. Under 10 to shoot now. Individual drive shot and a save. Paige Crandall deflects that behind her goal and sends it up. Canada still shorthanded. So Haudenosaunee look for another one with the extra attacker. And now we will return to even strength lacrosse, and the Haudenosaunee will keep possession as that one almost went out of play, but kept alive. We'll get a quick whistle, and now they'll get their reset. Pass lob to an unsuspecting target. Fell back to the perimeter. Maya Mitchell back over to the far side. Return, heavy shot. A bouncer goes in. And the Haudenosaunee go up by 2, their largest lead. Now Skylar MacArthur sends one up to Matsuoka. MacArthur with it again. Pass to the near side. Evans spins back one more time, gets over top, 10 seconds to shoot. Her pass was just off the mark. And a crease violation will end that possession, giving it right back to the Haudenosaunee, who have all the offense to start off the second half, but a turnover will send Canada back the other way, and now a delayed call coming up against the Haudenosaunee. They start their double team. Canada breaks free. Dobson flips and gets over to the off-ball side on the far side. Late change here for Canada. Under 10 to shoot. Nice move to get around a defender. Shot stopped. It's Crandall. Gets another save, and Canada with a chance to cut the lead down to 1 on the power play. Evans will start off the possession. Martinez. Back to Evans. Far side now for the righties to go to work. Martinez deflects it down. Loose ball goes in front of the crease. Everybody digging for it. Still up for grabs. And it'll be possession Canada on a push, and they'll get a reset as well. Still on the power play. Martinez sends it just wide, and that'll go out of play. Early end to that second possession. And more pressure from the Canadians. Wide open net, and they send it home with the goaltender out. And that'll be their easiest goal of the game for sure. And cutting that lead down to 1. Haudenosaunee still down a woman with an opportunity in front though, and just like that, back up by 2. And back to even strength as well, with Canada getting back into the offensive zone. Pass lobbed through the middle, falls towards the crease of Crandall. She's seen enough, so she'll collect. A little less pressure this time on the forecheck from Team Canada. The Haudenosaunee look for their 3-goal lead. If they can find it, they can. Downhill with a shot, Allison Trice beats Onger. And all of a sudden, Team Canada find themselves in a bit of a hole here. 10-7 they trail in the late stages of the third quarter. Drive, in comes the double team, knocked loose. Haudenosaunee defense really locking things in, making that middle of the turf kind of area more and more difficult to get to as we get into the later stages of this game. There's a drive shot, scores. 4-goal lead now for the Haudenosaunee. Keeping their foot on the gas in the second half. They fell at the hands of Great Britain earlier this morning, or this afternoon, I should say. But have looked much better with one game under their belt. And Canada, who took down that same Great Britain team, trying to improve to 2-0, as Dobson rips one home from in tight, and that will bring us to the end of the quarter. And when we return, it will be the fourth and final frame here from the World Lacrosse Super Sixes. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Tino Farah here from BC Sports TV. Thank you for joining us in our second to last game of the day from day number one at the World Lacrosse Super Sixes event. Going down between Canada and the Haudenosaunee, and Canada with a quick strike. Erica Evans cuts the lead down to 2, and that's the start they needed, to say the least, after finding themselves into a bit of a hole after the Haudenosaunee came out swinging in the third quarter. And our last game of the day following this one will be men's Canada versus Mexico. So we hope you stick around and join us for some more sixes action. Of course, you're going to see more and more sixes on the horizon with the LA 28 Olympics just a couple of years away. The representing nations looking to solidify their rosters as we have another penalty coming up. I believe I just saw a slash from the official. And it will go against the Canadians. So just after cutting the lead down to 2, a chance for the Haudenosaunee to reclaim that 3-goal lead. And Jimerson will start off the possession from the perimeter. Jordan Coulon switches hands, sends one back to the far side. Down to the corner they will go now with 13 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Jimerson working on MacArthur. Another penalty coming up to the Canadians. The shot goes off the post, ricochets back to a defender, and as they collect, that'll give us a whistle, and will be a 2-woman advantage for the Haudenosaunee. Jimerson going to start things off once again. And quick work around the outside. Now Jimerson looking for a lane. Passes to her left. Flip pass, return to Jimerson, scores. Back up to a 3-goal advantage for the Haudenosaunee. And Canada trying to cut into that once again. In front, scores. What an effort. Bianca Chavari is going to do it herself, and now back to even strength and back to a 2-goal deficit that Canada will try to climb their way out of, but they'll need a defensive stop here. Haudenosaunee working forward, knocked loose, picked up on the run. Evans in alone, scores. Back to back now for the Canadians. It's just a 1-goal deficit. All of a sudden, that momentum swing starting to creep in. Another low pass. Canada trying to cause another turnover and go the other way. Shot clock gets under 10 seconds, and that one goes out of bounds, last touching a Canadian defender. So the Haudenosaunee, just 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock, looking to get over top, and can't get a shot off in time. A save nonetheless. That one was going wide. And Canada with a chance to tie this game as Haudenosaunee gets back. Good defensive change to take away what could have been a fast break opportunity for Canada. But 2 straight goals to start off the final quarter, looking for their 3rd straight. And that one just goes off the post. And now a penalty. Oh, excuse me, no penalty. So it will just be Haudenosaunee possession. Pass goes down low and high off the stick of the recipient being Sierra Cockerill. So they'll just give possession right back to the Canadians, again looking to tie this game at 12. Late change for Canada. MacArthur, the last player to join. Skip feed goes back over to the far side. Shot, scores. We are tied up at 12 once again. The Canadians climb all the way back. They trailed by as many as 3, and now back over call, and that's going to be a penalty. It'll be delay a game. I believe Jordan Coulon, or it might actually be Fawn Porter, who watches on now from the penalty area, and a chance for Canada to continue this comeback. They've stormed all the way back now, and a chance to grab the lead for the first time in quite some time. But Canada actually takes a penalty here in a legal procedure, so they'll give possession back to the Haudenosaunee, and we'll go 4-on-4. So no penalty on the play, excuse me, just a change of possession. It will be Haudenosaunee ball from their own side of center. Looking for their first goal of quarter number 4. Shot off the post. As Unger hasn't been too busy in this 4th and final frame, but that one gets a bit of a lucky break, and the Haudenosaunee will keep possession. Jimerson drives, switches hands. She sent it back to the outside. Now clears some space and taken away. Evans with a full head of steam, in alone on a breakaway. Evans denied by the goaltender. What a save by Crandall. Keeps this one tied at 12. Remember that save, ladies and gentlemen. Delayed call now coming up against Canada. Back to even strength for now, but it will be a Haudenosaunee power play in a couple of moments. As that slash. Will bring us towards a shot clock violation, and I believe that is Bianca Chavari heading towards the penalty area for Team Canada. And the Haudenosaunee are going to call a timeout here, and we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll bring you the remainder of quarter number 4. Back to the action, and the Haudenosaunee go back to the extra attacker. Tied up at 12. So they work it around the perimeter. Down to the crease they go. Canada has the heavy hand in this game. There's a shot and a save by Unger. A couple of moments ago, we saw Paige Crandall deny Erica Evans on a breakaway. Now, Unger does more of that as well with a stick save, keeping this tied. And now back to even strength. As Dobson collects. This one coming down to the wire. Shot stopped. Crandall with another stick save, and the rebound deflects to her left. Now over the center line with a few seconds to spare. Haudenosaunee will work towards X. Far side feed. Return down low to the corner. 10 to shoot. Driving, shooting, wide. That one just off the mark for Paisley Cook. She'll head off for a change with Canada heading back the other way. Roughly 40-ish seconds remaining in this one. Still tied up. Next goal is a big one. Dobson scores! Late lead for Canada. Now the Haudenosaunee need to find the back of the net quickly, and they'll need a stop. As Crandall just gives it right back. Pass down low. So there's the final 10-second count going, and as that one last touched a Haudenosaunee stick and went out of play. That will bring us to the conclusion. Canada with a last-second goal. A buzzer beater of sorts. Kylie Dobson will be the hero here, and the Canadians will improve to 2-0 after day number 1, and the Haudenosaunee still look for their first win for the World Lacrosse Super Sixes. Next one on tap will be the men's division. It'll be Canada versus Mexico, and it'll be just around the corner. Thanks for joining us on BC Sports TV. We'll be back with more Sixes action in a few moments.